Jokic, man, he's got some elite PR, bro. I would say that.
Funniest part, he was said, Jalen Brunson, give us a stop.
And it's getting negative, man. It's getting chippy. It's getting negative.
You build this team to go to the finals in the East.
Yeah, that obviously shifts the whole complexion of the series. We are back with another episode of Four Quarter Talk Podcast. I'm Josh Masoke, joined by
Matas Baranauskas.
And we deep in this. We in this round one. They say series don't start until the road team wins, and we're seeing a lot of that across the league. Can't relate as a Thunder fan. We won't talk too much about them because there's not too much to talk about. But
yeah, no one really cares about OKC now.
Yeah, man, dominance gets boring. But no, there's hey, we're a couple games in, 2 games each series. Game 3s will be tonight for a few of them, most likely. But hey, man, this is not disappointed. This is not disappointed so far. I think across the board. I mean, normally I'm looking at the East and I'm like, there's not much to watch there. But this first round in the East has been pretty interesting too. But yep. we will start in the West today, and we'll start with the Lakers and Rockets. Now that has been a series for different reasons. I think, I mean, going in when we were giving our predictions, we thought, okay, it was. We didn't know at the time that KD was even hurt. I think that happened in practice. So
yeah, and he was even questionable for the first game because there was posts oh, KD's warming up for game 1, and then later, yeah, he's not playing.
Yeah, so that's been an interesting part, but I think we said it before. The Rockets are just mid, man. They're just mid. So it's just they don't have the. Yeah, definitely without KD, they don't have the margin for error, but. I'm taking an undermanned Lakers over an undermanned Rockets just because they have problems across the board. I think we said as well, as soon as they lost their point guard, as soon as they lost Fred VanVleet, it was over, man. They don't have. I mean, I'm watching the game and I'm like, they've got Amen Thompson bringing it up, or I mean Reed Shepherd. Amen Thompson cannot be your point guard in a playoff series. Reed Shepherd. Reed Shepherd is not ready. He is not ready. He catches the ball, he's just pulling it. He is not running a set. So yeah, they've got some deep issues. What are you seeing?
Yeah, when you even game 1 is. I think game 1 straight away everyone wrote it off because no KD. I feel without KD, the Rockets have no chance to do anything in the series. Game 2, KD played 41 minutes and he had 12 shot attempts. I'm sorry, but if you're playing Lakers and you have KD on your team, KD should be the guy to take all the shots he wants. Yeah, you have Şengün, but judging by this season, it's not the one, not the Şengün that we saw last season or in the Euros. He has to be KD's team. KD, if KD continues playing like this, yeah, I know he's old now, but he can score easily. But 12 shots in 41 minutes.
Hey man, efficiency, man. Back at it again, man. You got to take over at this point because what else do they have offensively? Is KD or die. I mean, Ime Udoka is not drawing up any special plays to save your offense there. They don't have the people to do it anyway.
I know about that. I remember 2022 finals.
You got a slight upgrade in your offense with Mazzulla, yeah.
I don't think it's slight upgrade.
No, I'm being facetious. Yeah. Kind of like a Davenham. Go kill them boys, man.
Yeah.
Go at them. Yeah, but on the other side, man, LeBron. Hey, listen, bro. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's insane
bro, it's crazy.
This age, he's still doing this.
Doesn't make any sense, bro. He's 41 years old.
Yeah.
And, man, I'm watching and I'm seeing, look, he blows by his man. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, tough layup. No. Reverse windmill.
Yeah.
Man, it's the first round. Yeah, it is the first round. But, man, when I see stuff like this, I'm like, I don't know, man. That guy, bro, it got me having questions about things, man. It got me asking questions because MJ was he was smoking cigars at this point. He was kicking back. Nah, LeBron is different. Obviously, let's see if he can sustain it because at his age and doing what he does in terms of a full series. But I mean, it looks like he's got what it takes, and he's not forcing the issue at all. He's playing within it. I mean, he's doing what he does. He's getting other players involved, and in a way, I think for this matchup specifically, obviously they'd rather have Luka, but the style of play that they have right now, the quickness the pace that they're playing with, kind of suits it as well. Like it helps them in this series specifically. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like they have enough of LeBron just to take it through and
Yeah, for this round, 100%. I feel like because they're playing Rockets, and we talked about the Rockets previously, like they have no offense basically. But like right now, Marcus Smart had a very good game, like last game. But I can't wait when we have typical Marcus Smart game. I can't wait for that.
no, they've had surprise. I mean,
Luke Kennard was on
that's what I was gonna
game
say.
one. Like Luke
Yep,
Kennard, even last game, he had 23 points. Like
Luka not his own one. He is feeling it right now. You can just tell by the types of shots he's taking that
yeah,
it's an ocean out there, man. It's a pebble in an ocean in terms of whatever he takes, shooting with that confidence. I mean, he led the league in 3-point percentage anyway. So, but he is just, yeah, he's on fire. He is absolutely on fire, and that's what you need. I think that's an underrated part of Luka and Reeves being out. It gives other guys confidence because they have to. Now we'll see if that travels. They always say that role players play better at home, so we'll see if that travels to Houston. But I
well,
think if they just have one guy,
in crowd, yes,
yeah, if they just have one guy step up each game, I think they have enough. To be honest,
yeah.
yeah, they don't need everyone to go off or anything, but and it just looks sustainable. Their defense looks pretty good. Now, obviously, that is against a Rockets offense that is
And there's no Luca, as you said.
absolutely poor, and yeah, they don't have Luka there either. But yeah, man, they look good. They look good. LeBron looks amazing. I don't really like. It doesn't make any sense that he's playing at this level at this age, looking that athletic, blowing by guys that he played with their fathers. Uh, yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It really
Yeah.
is. It's like he's gonna have to retire out of boredom. Like I don't know if he's gonna actually just be physically unable to play anymore at this point.
I feel like it really depends how long the playoffs will last for him.
Mm.
If it's like very long playoffs, then
Yeah,
anything can happen.
but I mean, I think for him it's more so: do I want to go through another whole
Yeah,
82 games? Do I want to go through another training camp? Do I want to do this or that? But in terms of
and
if
like
it's
his
just
goal was to play with like Bronny.
yeah, that is awesome though. Like playing with your son in a playoff game. Now he didn't play a lot because yeah, it's the playoffs
Yeah,
but I mean yeah, it's crazy. I think yeah, with Bronny though, he should be watching Marcus Smart for sure. I think that's a perfect person to watch in front of him because I think an actualized version of Bronny, if he's like looking to actually have a career in that league, like Marcus Smart is probably like the perfect type of player to try and model his game around.
yeah, for him definitely because like it's similar build and everything. Like he can shoot threes, but like you need just try and out and be like give your everything on defense basically, and you can have a long career in the league.
For sure, for sure. Especially as an undersized guy, like you've got to have that kind of Pat Bev mindset of like,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't like, yeah, that's how you stay. That's how you stay in the league at that size, for sure. So, but yeah, no, I think I can't see. I can see at home, the Rockets doing their thing and maybe making this a series, but I feel like 5 or 6 games for the Lakers. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
I
I feel
was go.
like the Rockets will win Game 3. I feel like at home,
Mhm.
and then they will give up in Game 4, and then the Lakers will finish the business at home.
Yeah, Okay, let's go east. Let's go east. Let's go east, and let's talk Hawks Knicks. Now that
How
they
you look like that?
go on, man. Take the floor. Man. Take the floor.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Knicks for game one was like it felt like, oh yeah, Knicks feeling it. They'll be good in the series. Might be finished quicker than everyone thought. But like game two, oh my god, like it was bad. Especially at the end, you leave by like 13 with 5 minutes to go, and then you just give up. And I saw TikTok live on TikTok. One New York fan was watching the game, and then funniest part he was said, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson, give us a stop, like. And all comment is just like laughing at the line, like he asking Jalen Brunson to give him a stop, like saying. But yeah, and like CG McCollum finally did it. Like after years, he said, "I'm trying, Jennifer," and he won a playoff game after
Yeah.
years of trying.
All you had to do was go to the east.
Yeah, and play against the Knicks. And yeah, but yeah, CG McCollum was good. Like especially towards the end, he missed that clutch free throws.
Yeah, man. Oh my
Like he got
goodness.
lucky there. Like they
Oh my.
didn't
Yeah,
kill
got so
Bridges.
lucky that Bridges missed.
Like you missed two clutch free throws at
Yeah,
the
I was
end,
surprised
literally
by
at
that.
the end of the game. Like he got lucky there, but like yeah, I don't know. Yeah, as I said, like when we did like previews, it's gonna be a long series because as I think we don't trust the Knicks defense enough,
Hmm.
and like Hawks, anyone from Hawks can get hot for the night. So like it will be dependent on defense. I feel like the series.
Yeah, no, CJ is used to this, man. Like he has had moments for sure. I mean, I know as a Thunder fan, like he's definitely had moments where, uh, well, that one year, yeah, that one year in 2019, they went on a bit of a run there, and no, he can do this in a playoff setting for sure. I guess he kind of was a bit dormant for a few years, kind of in irrelevance with the the Pelicans and then
Yeah.
just the Wizards. But I mean now, yeah, like he's on that stage, he's comfortable for sure. And yeah, in the East against those defenders, like yeah, he was doing his thing. Um, it's just tough for the Knicks, man, because you have that's a game you've got to put away, man. That is
Yeah.
a game you've got to put away, and then we're having a completely different conversation because you've got to protect home court if you want to, if you have the aspirations that the Knicks have. Because right now it's like with the Knicks, conference finals is not a successful season. Like you need to be pushing for the finals
Yeah, well,
with
it's
this core.
second season, or it's even third season now with. No, it's second season with Cat.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like you build this team like to go to the finals in the East.
you've paid them. You're paying for a finals team.
Yes, exactly, and like you do this, like
Yeah, and because when you've got those aspirations, you cannot afford to be making series longer than they should be. Even if you can comfortably or kind of beat a team, if you know, okay, we'll beat them in 7, beat them in 6, but it compounds because when you've then got to face those more difficult teams in
well,
round.
we have po- possibly Celtics in the second round. So
So yeah, it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. I think yeah, those same issues kind of rear their head in terms of yeah, you're saying, come on, get me a stop. Like if you've got two players on the court that you just do not trust to get you a stop for their life, it is hard. It is rough.
yeah, you like I feel like every position you're relying on the Josh Hart, OG, and Bridges to do something on defense, but everyone knows that the opponents will hunt for Brunson or Cat. So it's like, yeah, like those three have to fight for their lives, and their bench was so bad, like game two. Like their bench, what Shamet didn't score in 10 minutes, McBride didn't score in 13 minutes, Alvarado didn't score in 9 minutes. Like they giving you nothing, so it's like they have to be better as well.
What do you
Like
think?
even Kaminga, like coming from the bench, like at the end of the game, he was feeling it. He was just driving and scoring easily. Like, it's insane. You can see the Hawks have confidence that they can easily beat this team. So, like, that's a very difficult like task for the Knicks, because if your opponent's feeling it, yeah,
That's why you cannot give life. You cannot have a lead and blow it. Not
yeah,
just because, in terms of obviously you'd rather go to Atlanta up 2-0, but also that confidence factor.
yeah,
Because when you're playing a team, I mean, we know the Hawks have been in that playing range for a while, so this is their first kind of opportunity in this type of position where they feel if you give them confidence right away, now it's okay. No, this is a series because they're playing against a Knicks team that's more experienced, that's had a couple of more runs together. But now, I don't think that's there at all. I think very level, which you avoid if you shut them out.
yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be a problem for them. I think. Yeah, they might have added a couple more games than they would have wanted now from that loss. And shifting to the West, I mean, we kept coming into this, we said, yeah, this is going to be the best series, and it's already kind of proving to be. Wolves Nuggets, and it's getting negative, man. It's getting chippy. It's getting negative.
I feel like those two teams always like they get chippy and they
Yeah,
like just they don't like each other.
yeah. I mean, coming into the series, they had almost. I think they were tied in terms of the matchups that they had, and they've played more than any other two teams
Yeah,
uh, since what was it, like 2023, I believe.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it's living up to it absolutely. But yeah, I've watched every minute of the series so far.
not gonna lie, I didn't watch a single minute. This series starts at 5 a.m. for me. I'm sorry, like I can't do that. It's 5 a.m. I'm sorry.
But I find my ways, man. I find my ways. But yeah, like it's been very interesting, man. It's been very interesting. One thing I would say, Jokic, man, he's got some elite PR, bro. I would say that. I would
Like
say,
it's still so surprising that like after years of everyone hating on him and like
mm,
pouring shit on him, and now like
on
he's
this very
got
podcast,
elite.
man. Like
Yeah, exactly. We've
those
been
those
like
are archived
praising him.
now, but we've probably got like probably at least 10 podcasts like defending him because like why is this guy not MVP? Why is this? Why is that? I could like my 20-year-old version of me cannot actually believe it right now. Like it's actually ridiculous, bro.
Insane.
Um, the flopping, the like, just it's,
Like he's like
bro,
like the thing is now when
defensively is crazy.
defensively, I think
It's
that's the
crazy.
biggest thing defensively. He's the on the one side, yeah, he's the main guy on offense, and like still he just gets baggy with everyone, and he needs to like keep his energy, but like at least try on defense a bit,
Your center cannot be a defensive liability to that extent.
especially like that level.
It's so important. Like the defense. I used to think because like I'm 6'1", I'm a guard. I grew up a guard. I thought it's more difficult to defend on the perimeter, which it might be sometimes. But it's like, and so naturally, my bias was to perimeter defenders. Like I would think I'd prefer a Kawhi. I would think back then, even though obviously Ben Simmons was kind of in the in between kind of
Yeah,
both. I had more respect for a Ben Simmons than a Rudy Gobert because I was like, oh, that's harder. But really, though, in terms of actual impact, your rim protection is vital, man, because
yeah,
it cleans it up. You can tell, you can see the different types. I mean, if you watch the Thunder game, if you watch a Spurs game, you see these teams don't even want to attack the rim because they know, like Chet,
exactly.
Wemby are in the paint. It's the complete inverse in this series. They're like attack Jokic, attack, 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 pick and roll. Let's get Jokic on me. Attack, attack, attack. It's bad though. I mean, you've got we talked about Chippy. You've got Jaden McDaniels coming out and saying like,
We
what
have
change?
no
Have
defenders.
no defenders. We just attack. We've just got to go at go
When
at
like your
Jokic.
opponent says that literally after the game that they beat where they beat you, like, oh,
It's
you
bad,
have to do something.
and they can't hide him either because they've played each other too much.
Yeah.
You can't hide anymore. Yeah, I think that's an issue. I think no one guards Bruce Brown, man. No one guards Bruce Brown, and that's an issue for them on offense. The big issue for them on offense. Um, in terms of trying to generate, obviously, Jamal Murray in game one went crazy. Um,
Still, he like got his 30 game two as well. So
yeah, I think it was a bit more difficult in game two, but I think he's been who he needs to be. I think Jokic is due, and I say that, but I'm sure Jokic he will rise to the occasion.
like
It,
he will have like insane stats. Like I think one of those games.
yeah, but I think with Luka, with Westbrook in his prime, I think look they're gonna fall into these stats. They're gonna get their triple doubles. They're gonna get that, but it's
Yeah.
like, in what fashion are they getting them, and what's the impact there? Because I think Jokic probably was it game one or game two. I'm pretty sure he might have had a triple double, but it was not a good game. Like he has not played
One
well.
game
Yeah,
one.
it was he is not he did not play that well. So it's like we need to see that. I think a lot of it was touch, which is obviously for Jokic, he might have some of the best touch in the league. So I'm sure he'll get his rhythm. But yeah, it looks ugly. He's got to be hitting on all cylinders offensively, or it is bad. Like he's just a non-factor out there at that point. Um, who else can I talk? Obviously, I want to say we were talking about the Knicks on the other side of that kind of that trade that happened a season ago. DiVincenzo has been great for the Wolves as well, and he has.
And it's very surprising considering like last season he was so bad.
Mm,
In this season he managed to turn around and like yeah in the playoffs so far
he's been great for them. He's been absolutely great for them. He's been like a release valve on like every offense. He seems to just they have to guard him because he's just gonna hit. It
yeah
feels like he hits every three, and he can do more than shoot. So he's putting pressure on them. Obviously, as we mentioned, Jaden McDaniels, as he said, like no one can guard him. So he's been attacking. He's been applying pressure. Julius Randle, he's been attacking and has had an interesting series so far. I think with him as well. I think
well he's questionable for tonight so
yeah. So yeah with his injury that happened. So it's like yeah, I think we're gonna need someone like a Randall to definitely step up to the point of being
yeah
able to carry that burden because I'm not sure and is gonna be able to. I mean, to be fair, he had his injury and he just looks like he's. It's tough. I mean, he's not played a lot of minutes over the last month. He missed a lot of time with that knee. Now he's
and
still
then
competing.
one as well like he
Yeah.
had tweaked his knee so it's like
Mm. Yeah, it's just going to be one of those. I think there's a few stars around the league right now where it's like there are things they're going to have to carry for the rest of the playoffs,
yeah
and it's tough. Like it is. It is. I mean, he'll give you a crazy acrobatic play once every few anyway, but in terms of consistency, it's gonna be hard. But at this point of the year, no one cares. Unfortunately, like realistically, they only care when you win. When you win, you can complain about it. But at this stage, there are a lot of players around the league that when they do play, they're going to be held accountable for playing if you're on the court. But that is definitely going to be something to monitor. I think between games, he'll get the maintenance he needs for him to play in the games. I don't see him as someone that's going to sit out unless it's like really bad. But it is obviously going to have an impact on his production. So those other stars are going to have to continue to play at that level. Now stealing one that goes a long way because now they're at home and they can be even more comfortable. But I want to talk about Gobert as well. I want to give Gobert his flowers because it is not just a case of Jokic just simply missing shots. Gobert has been playing great defense on Jokic. Like honestly, he's been playing. Yeah, and like going into it, everyone's thinking, look, like Jokic has had a lot of fun over the years against Gobert, but I don't know. Maybe he's been in the lab. Maybe he's been watching film. He's been playing masterful defense on him in terms of now he left himself. in positions where Jokic could foul bait a bit at points and kind of bail himself out. But for the most part, he's played good physical defense, but he's also put himself in positions where, for the most part, he's not fouling. Very good contests. Yeah, he's playing great defense. Honestly, I think he's taking this matchup very personally. Because ultimately that is going to be his impact on this series. It doesn't matter what amount of points he puts up. His defense on Jokic is probably one of the single biggest factors of this series. So, and he's rose to that occasion so far. Now on the other end, Jokic is going to definitely take that series too, and he's going to take that challenge. So it remains to be seen. But I have to Gobert's caught a good amount of slander over the years. So when he's doing what he needs to do, when he's looking like a Hall of Fame defender, when he's looking like a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year right now. So you have to give him his flowers for that for sure. All right, and then we will move on to a couple of Game 2 upsets that happened. Let's start with your your Celtics. We thought that series was probably going to be a walk in the park, but behind VJ Edgecomb's masterclass performance, you guys find yourself tied going to Philly.
Like, I'm chilling. Like, it's just annoying. Like, the thing is, we shot 26% from 3 in game 2. Knowing how many threes we're shooting, like, that's insane. We shot 50. We shot 53s in game 2. We hit 11. Like, when your third best player, Derek White, has 10 shots of threes and hits just 2, like, and then, yeah, as you said, VJ Edgecombe, like, he's been, after game 1, yeah, he stepped up in game 2, so, like, I have to give props to him, so he played well, but I feel like no one, like, in this, like, Celtics fans or in the team, like, are panicking. I feel like that's a known thing. Like, everyone just, like, they know it's the playoffs. I believe John Mazzulla said no, or Jalen Brown said, like, welcome to the playoffs, where everything can happen. So yeah, and the thing is, we were up like by 13 and still in the first quarter, but like 13 in this day, it's nothing. Like, so, I don't know. I expect more from some players in game 2. Like, of course, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard. When Peyton Pritchard shoots just 8 shots, I feel like it's bad because usually he's like on the floor with second unit and like he's the guy and he has to hit shots and like he just wasn't feeling it. So it's like, I feel like I don't feel anything about this loss. That's the thing. Like, I'm used to the Sixers series, so it just was a bad loss. Just for players, and their players showed up. So that's the thing.
Yeah, I think this loss, it comes with the territory of the style of play that you guys have.
Yeah, like I feel like that's obvious. Like it's been this way since Mazzulla came in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah.
Do you think? Because for context, Mazzulla is all about maths. He's all about 3-point volume.
Some more than 2s.
All about 3-point volume. Now, do you think that if your season ended in the second round, or I mean, it'd be hard. I mean, you guys are you probably are the favorites to make the finals now, but given the context of your overall season, I guess losing in the conference finals, if it was a competitive matchup, wouldn't be like an insane disappointment, I guess.
I feel like it depends against who as well.
Yeah, no, that matters too. But my point being, if your season ends earlier than it should, do you think there needs to be a bit of reevaluation in terms of that, how much you commit to that math dominated analytical? Well, not, it would still be analytical, but in terms of 3-point volume itself, especially, and kind of living and dying by that.
No, I don't think so. I think like this team, like right now, especially this team is built for it. So I trust Brad. So like what Brad
Yep.
decides, I'll follow.
You just get
So
more shooters in the offseason.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
maybe hope that Vucevic starts playing better. Like he was okay in the second game, but like he has to be way better than he was, especially since there's no Embiid.
mm.
So yeah, I don't know. Like literally, probably if it was any other team, I probably would be worried a bit. But Sixers, like I don't feel anything towards it. Like it's weird.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I just surprised that Julio Gonzalez didn't get any minutes last game.
Mm.
So
Celtics in 5.
hopefully, yeah. So I don't know.
Celtics in 5. Yeah.
Sorry.
Celtics in 5.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like yeah, yeah. I can see that easily winning 2 games in Philly.
All right, so yeah, we'll shift back west with the Spurs Blazers. Now, this is a series that we thought would be pretty boring,
Yeah,
pretty inconsequential. But as always, you cannot play the game, you cannot play the series on paper. Anything can happen, and unfortunately for the Spurs, their main man Victor Wembanyama had a brutal concussion. My goodness, the whiplash on that. I hadn't seen it. I saw the video later on in the day, and my goodness,
yeah.
that is brutal, man. I don't know. I think they will find out today in terms of his availability. But that did not look good
No,
at
that
all.
like as I said to you, like it looked like he got literally knocked out like for a couple of seconds there.
Mhm.
It was bad.
Yeah, it's just how hard it hit the ground and just sprung back up. Like it was.
Yep.
That was scary. That's scary, man. That is scary. And the problem with him as well is because he's 7'5" or whatever, so he's coming from so high up as
Yeah,
well.
he has a long way to fall.
He's a long way to fall. Um, and yeah, that obviously shifts the whole complexion of the series.
Yep. Oh, 100%.
Um, and that could shift the whole complexion of this side of the bracket.
Yep.
Um, I mean, we'll start with the Blazers, though. We'll give more talk to the Blazers in terms of obviously Scoot Henderson finally remembered that he's a second overall pick.
It's crazy. It's like I completely forgot that he was such a high pick.
Mm,
Like he had so much potential. I feel like, and literally he just. To be fair, he found his at least now. Like this season, he found his role. He's
mm,
playing way better because last season he was terrible. So now he found his role. He's confident, and so I'm happy for him. And like he said in the post game conference, like when I woke up, I felt it that he would go off, and like he did. So like fair play. He
you're gonna quote farm, man.
probably, but like quote.
Hey, you get to talk. Hey, you drop 30 in the playoffs, man. You can talk
Yeah.
your talk. Talk your talk. Do what you gotta do. And I think a big part of uh, that is having the vets that he has now with Drew Holiday and with Dame. But let's talk about Drew. He's built for the playoffs, man.
Ah, he's such a good player.
Mm. He's just built for the playoffs. Uh, Fortunately, I mean CJ McCollum, who went off for the Hawks, he has a bit. He split Drew from your team, but yeah, but nah, he did his thing. Yeah, I think it changes everything, man. It changes everything in terms of how this series could go because now instantly the Blazers in themselves they have the firepower to be competitive without Wemby. Now let's see how long
Yeah.
Wemby's out. They've always got to be careful with Wemby because, of course, the seasons that they've had, they're in a position where they can look at it as like we need to win a championship right now. But you've got you don't want to play with Wemby's future at all. And concussions are not a joke. Concussions are not a joke. They might not be the kind of usual injury that we're used to dealing with, stress injuries, Achilles, ACL, or whatever. But in terms of at least for now, you don't want to mess around with that at all. So it'll be interesting to see. I think it was 48 hours from when he was diagnosed is the minimum amount of time before he's allowed to do any kind of like heavy contact or training, because at the moment he's only allowed to do kind of light activity. So yeah, obviously with the playoff schedule, that doesn't give you a lot of time between games to kind of figure that out. And yeah, without him, I don't know, you're looking to who's going to step up. And the Aaron Fox has not been great. And not just in this run, but I think if you put the Blazers front office on like true serum, I think they would tell you that they regret that trade. They regret acquiring De'Aaron Fox and wish that, or at least that they regret giving him a $200 million like contract, because especially, and it's not even just because of him, but with the emergence of Stephon Castle,
exactly,
it just makes it so redundant. And I don't think we've yet to see that really mesh. I think the way we envisioned that pairing of De'Aaron Fox and Wemby, we thought, okay, they would be kind of a threat, a 1-2 threat there. But like, it seems like they play their best kind of away from each other, because obviously De'Aaron Fox is not really a shooter. So yeah, it's tough. But with Wemby, if Wemby is out, then this would be a time more than ever for him to step up.
100%. Like Stephon Castle this season, he had his injuries, he's been out, but like he's been very consistent this season. When he played very well. Personally, I drafted him late in the fantasy draft, so like, and he was amazing for me. But like, yeah, as I said, like he missed time, but like he came back and he's still playing well. Whereas Fox, as you said, like he's struggling. Like you're saying, he's not a shooter, but like he definitely can't hit threes. Like he's not like high level shooter, but like he's very good 3-point shooter, which is surprising. That I don't know. Yeah, as you said, like if it wasn't for Stephon Castle, well, I mean, if front office knew that Stephon Castle would be this good, I don't think the trade happens. So it's weird now. But if Wemby is not playing game 3, I think we'll see if Fox will step up.
He needs to, because that is the issue as well, as we just talked about. When you don't hold on to a lead, as they did, and now you're going, it completely changes the whole mood. Because before, if you close out that game and you hold on to that lead, now it's okay, we've got for Wemby to come back, but we got a 2-game cushion. Now they've stolen home court.
I wouldn't be surprised if Wemby plays. I feel like if it was 2-0, Wemby doesn't play in game 3. I feel like now, if it doesn't look good, he still shouldn't play.
Like, yeah, but the thing is, it's not actually. Well, firstly, the Spurs have been very conservative with Wemby's health.
Yeah, that's true.
But more importantly, concussion is very, very different from any other injury. So there's actually a protocol that they have to do. They're not allowed to pretend like you can't just, okay, you're going to tough it out. Like, it's very rigorous in terms of the checks that they have to do to make sure he's actually ready to play. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the NBA have to verify that too. I don't think it's just a case of, oh, he's good to go, we'll put him out there. I think they actually have testing that they have to go through to make sure that he is not at all concussed anymore before he goes back out. So, yeah, it's not really a case of like, oh, Wemby mentality is, oh, I want to play through it. Like, I don't think they'll allow him to if he's not actually ready. So that's the problem. It's like, if we don't have, because now it's, I mean, they do, to be fair, they have experience playing without him because of he doesn't really play many games each season. And I think towards that, there was a stretch towards the end of the season where he was out for a while and they managed to hold on. And I think the Blazers they're not too good to where it's like you're completely in trouble. I think this levels it for sure, but they're not in a position where it's like, okay, like we absolutely can't manage without Wemby at all. But again, it's going to extend the series probably longer than it should be, which isn't great for if you've got title aspirations moving forward, and especially if you're a young team that don't have that much experience in the situation.
Completely agree with that.
So yeah, I think it's an interesting first few games for sure. A lot of storylines that we didn't envision coming into it. A lot of cut and dry series that haven't been as cut and dry as we thought, unless you're the Thunder, and I guess the Lakers
and the Cavs. Don't forget the Cavs.
And the Cavs, yeah. No, we'll talk about the Cavs. I think with the Cavs is like, I don't believe you, man.
I feel like they should easily win in first round, but we'll see in the second.
There remains something to be seen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we know you can win in the first round. Like we know
exactly. So we know we'll come to them in the second round.
Yeah, we'll start talking about them in the second round.
Yeah. So we're gonna say Cavs the second round.
Yeah, unless one of them ends up down in the series.
Yeah,
we talk about you the second round,
which would be surprising.
Yeah, absolutely. But without further ado, man, we will close there.
And Pistons Magic will be next time.
Yeah,
like no one expected them, so
yeah. All right, but
1-8.
It's a 1-8, man. We don't want to blow up these episodes, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, that is a Full Court Talk podcast. Once again, I'm Josh Masoki.
Marcus Baranauskas.
We out.